I don't know why I do this to myself again, but I'm going to play another Weekend League. Here is the custom tactics I'm going to use to try and be successful in Weekend League. Hello folks, and welcome to a brand new video by me, Tactical Max 7 on YouTube. Here is my tactical breakdown of the Weekend League tactics that you can use. I have set up 5 different tactics. We finally got there where our players are able to play in multiple positions with minimum fuss. I have 3 tactics set up that I can switch to on a whim really easily, and I've got 2 tactics that are the extreme tactics, so my seeing out a game tactic where I need a goal tactic that will require 1 sub. I have Lacazette on the bench and I have Jansen on the bench. I've also got Klose Buterengo. I can't remember his name. This guy. And he can only play cam or centre mid. I could probably do another CDM. I wish he could play CDM. But I can sort that out. No, Stan can't play CDM. I think what we're seeing now is EA have brought enough players out that have multiple positions. Left back, left mid and left wing. Left mid, left back, centre mid and left wing. I think they recognised at the start that there wasn't enough positions on players when you just had cam and centre mid or centre mid and CDM. We're now seeing much more, or even strikers when they only had striker on them. We are seeing more variety now, which is allowing us to do things like this. We can get into team management. The formation I'll be starting on is Tactical Max 451. There's the code. Get into it. I just put a video out on this. You can go through that and see the gameplay if you want. It's a hyper aggressive a tactic. I play it on 100 depth. Now you can play it anywhere down to 61, but I start it on 100 depth and I watch for what my opponent does. If I can get away with it and he doesn't figure out how to counter that really high press, I absolutely swarm him. And you can see that from the gameplay on the video. Go watch that if you want to see this outright. Player roles are striker on advanced forward attack. Both left mid and right mid are inside forwards and balanced. My right centre mid is playmaker and roaming. My left centre mid is playmaker and attack. And my centre mid is deep lying, playmaker and defend. And what I was saying in comments on the video is that creates, you can just see slightly there, an offset triangle in the middle, which means you've always got angles to pass. You always find passes, and these players pick up really nice positions. Pick players that have really good IQ in game, and you'll be laughing. Defensively, fullbacks are both unbalanced. Fullback and balanced. You can go to fullback and defend if you're finding that they're too wide. Hierro and Diaz, my 2 centre defenders, are on defender and defend, and my goalkeeper is on goalkeeper and defend. But if you have a sweeper keeper plus, then stick them on that. Really, we're trying to get the best out we can out of the player rules. And this is my starting formation. If I'm finding that I want to change it up or this isn't working for me, I can either change the defensive approach depth, or I would switch into one of 2 formations. This one is QR's 4-3-3-4, and we'll get in and have a look at it. There's a 4-3-3 attacking formation. You see the players swap really nicely into it. We've got a lot of player roles pluses still available to us, and we have a lot of good players in these positions. We're on a balanced build-up style, and he plays on high. He goes up to 95 with this, but I've set this to 70 just because I already have a 100 depth tactic. I wanted to have a little bit of variety, so I've put this to 70. Player roles are striker on advanced forward and support. Left wing is on inside forward and attack. Right wing is on inside forward and balanced. The cam is on a shadow striker and attack. The left centre mid is on holding and defend, and the right centre mid is on playmaker and roaming. Our fullbacks are both fullbacks. One is on fullback and defend, our right back, and our left back is on fullback and balanced. Both our central defenders are on defender and defend. Sorry, our right central defender is on defender and defend, and our left central defender is on defender and balanced. Our goalkeeper is on sweeper keeper, but I'll probably change that to goalkeeper just because that's my preference. You see the positions they take up on the park. That's what we're going to see in the game. Into the second general formation I have, which is FC Pirates holding 4-3-3-2. The holding formation one. This offers me a slightly different option. Still 70 depth, but short passing, which is nice, and a different variation in the midfield. So if I'm finding my shadow strikers maybe not getting in the game, not accessing those runs, and they're have a little bit more in control of midfield, I'll swap into this one and play a more balanced midfield, or a more defensive midfield. For this, our striker's still on the advanced forward role with support this time. Our left wing is wide playmaker and build up, and our right wing is inside forward and roaming. Our right centre midfield is on holding and defend. Our left centre midfield is on box to box and balanced. Our centre mid is on centre half and defend. Our right back is on attacking wing back and balanced. Our left back is on wing back and balanced. Both our central defenders are on defender and defend, and our goalkeeper is on goalkeeper and defend. Same thing for this. Change it to sweeper if you want. That's how the shape will take up. It's much wider. It plays a lot wider. It plays really nicely through the middle and gives you lots of build-up play. You can play really nice passes. It's a little bit more open at the front, a little bit less support when you don't have a shadow striker, but I feel like you get a lot of control in the midfield with this formation, and it allows you to play some really nice football. Okay, now we've covered the three formations that are going to be the mainstay, and I'm going to stay in most of the time. There'll only be certain scenarios that I will change out of these. The first one is if I need to see out the game, hence why I called it see out the game. It's important, I've discovered, to make sure you name these really accurately so you can see them at a glance, because when you press left on the D-pad in game, you will see the tactic, and you've only got a short amount of time to select it. You can see I also have a big yellow exclamation mark on one of my players. That is why I have a CDM on the bench. If I switch to this tactic, it'll be in the last 10 in-game minutes, last 15 in-game minutes. I've had a hard game, I've just gone a goal up, I don't want to concede, I know they're going to have to attack, so I'm going into something that will allow me to be a bit more stable at the back and defend out the game. I'm on the 4-2-1-3, surprise, surprise. I wanted a 5-back formation, but EA still haven't allowed me to have one that I like. I need to do some more testing to get that working. Build-up style is balanced because I don't want the players running up the park. If I had a defensive one, I would use that. You could use short passing, short passing if you want, because players will be more cautious, but I just like balanced. My defensive approach for this one is deep, down at 30. Not all deep, I think actually deep sets it to 30, yeah. So, well, 25. So you want to set this up to 30. You don't want to go too low. 30 is still a nice, not backs against the wall, but, you know, you're not pushing out beyond your half much. So just be aware of that. To complement that, we've got our striker on advanced forward and attack, because we want him still staying up the park. We've got our wingers on balanced, both sides, because we want them to be available for passes, and we want them to find the gaps that are being left. Our cam is on playmaker and build up, because we want her to drop a little bit deeper just to pick up the ball off of the centre half and the holding midfielder. So our two CDMs, one is centre half and defend, and the other one is holding and defend. Our two fullbacks are fullback and defend, and our two central defenders are defender and defend, and then our goalkeeper is goalkeeper and defend. Now, to make this make sense, this is what this turns into. It's a 5 at the back with two very central midfielders and two wide players, and then one central striker. You're going to get the ball to the wing, you're going to run it down to the byline, you're either going to sit in the corner and wind out time, or you're going to wait for your playmaker to run up and help you, and then you're going to play 1-2 between your striker and your cam and hopefully score a counter goal. That's what's basically about. Not being overly counter-attacky, you just want to see out the game. I will only change to that if I need to. Can't see myself being in that much. The other one, which is probably going to, I'm probably going to need this one more than my see out the game one, is if you need a goal. This one is super aggressive. So we have 4-2-4. So you can see that I need to bring on a striker, like I said at the beginning. Our build-up style is counter because we want all our players going up the park as soon as possible. Our defensive approach is aggressive, 95, because we want to be high up the park. We want to squash our opponent into their half, into their box, and make them make a mistake. Our player roles are both strikers are so left striker is advanced forward and attack. Our right striker is target forward and wide. Our left midfielder is inside forward and attack, and our right winger is winger and attack. Our left centre mid is box to box, and our right centre mid is holding ball winning, aggressive. We want someone to be aggressive here. Our right back is full back and defend. Our two defenders are defender and defend. Our goalkeeper is goalkeeper and defend, but our left back is attacking winger and attack, or wing back and attack. This is what this will give you. You're attacking down the left hand side of the park. your right striker will move slightly wide, which will fill that gap between your winger and your other striker, which will give you space. This player will take up the space between the left centre back and the left back. Your winger will be outside the left back, which will give you a 2-on-1 at times against that left back. You'll be swinging balls in from the left hand side, so you're looking for a tall player here. If you start play with a small striker or a tricky striker, have a big striker on the bench that you can bring on and swap them around. So you have your big target striker here. That's what you want to do. Your two midfielders, your left midfielder is going to be getting forward. You may need to sub someone on for them because by the end of the match, they're probably going to be tired. And xyPTVh, this position should be a ball-winning midfielder who can win the ball back high up the park and let you go on that counter-attack. That was fun. So that's it. That is the 5 formations I have set up now. Only require me to have a guaranteed 2 subs on the bench should I go to bring on Klose, if I need to bring on a target striker, or I can bring on Lacazette, and Jensen if I need to bring on a CDM to see out the match. And that's it. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm playing. Probably going to regret it, but I think we're at the point now where we can have more tactics and be a little bit more tactically savvy in this game, finally. Hope you like this video. I went through it as quick as I could. I'll timestamp all the different tactics for you guys, and I'll put the codes for each of the tactics down in the comments. So you can just plug them all in if you want. Play about with them, have a go at them, let me know what you think. Remember, only play this game while you're having fun. If it stops being fun, go play something else. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.